Tonight, and practice tonight is going to focus on creating mobility in the spine, but it's not just going to be like a back bending practice or a forward bending practice. There's going to be some working on some twisting. There's going to be some work with the shoulders and then some work with the hips as well. So I guess you could call it like an all chakra class because we're going to be hitting each one from the center of the brain all the way down to the root. So that's probably a better way to describe it. It's going to be an all chakras class. We're going to balance them all out. All right. So to get started with that, let's go ahead and sit comfortably. And welcome everybody who's come in, Sand and Katie and Anya. Relax your shoulders down the back, please. Feel the crown of the head lift toward the ceiling. And take a couple of deep breaths in and out. And let's do in through the nose and out through the mouth for this grounding practice. And take a deep breath in, feel the lungs fill, inhale. Hold the breath in. 3, 2, 1, exhale through your mouth. Let's do that again, deep breath in. Hold. Exhale out of the mouth completely, as much air as you can. Inhale fully. Hold. Exhale again, as much air as you can. We'll do this one more time. And at the top of the inhale, just hold the breath as long as you can. I won't instruct it this time. When you need to exhale, do so. And then breathe normally with the mouth closed. If you're still holding, keep holding. And if you haven't exhaled yet, please go ahead and do so. And bring your awareness to your spine. And just for several rounds of breath, not too long, we'll just imagine light moving through the spine. So start with a flame at the base of your tailbone. Then inhale, see the light rise through the spine, passing through each vertebrae, each chakra, coming to the third eye center at the top of the inhale. And exhale, see that light descend the spine, coming back to the base, the tip of the tailbone. And just continue to see that movement. Inhale, the light rises through the spine. Exhale, the light lowers through the spine. Inhale, light rising through the spine. Exhale, light descending the spine. And then inhale, draw the light up to the center of the brain. And then lift it past the spine to the crown of the head. It can be a flame, it can be a ball of light, however best you can imagine light at the crown of the head. Let's hold the light there and maybe even see it grow brighter as we chant Om 3 times. Deep breath in. Oh. 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 Just bring your palms to your heart. Lower the chin and honor yourself as you are in this moment. Body, breath, energy, and mind. And honoring the one who is doing the honoring. And then go ahead and rub the palms together, creating heat. Take the heated palms over the eyes. Pushing back over the top of the head, down the neck. Bring yourself back to the room. All right, so we're going to start off seated on our heels, like so. And if you need some support, you can bring it there. You could place a block or a blanket between the feet or on the feet to create some support. Sitting on the block takes pressure out of the knees and out of the ankles. You could even do a block and a blanket, which I'm going to do because I have both nearby and I value comfort sometimes. All right, so go ahead and sit tall. And if one more thing, if at the end of the day this is just not your jam with sitting on the heels, just come back to crossed legs, okay? So sitting tall, go ahead and take the hands on top of the shoulders, 4 fingers in front, thumbs behind. With your inhale, draw the elbows forward, up, and back. Look up with the chest. Then exhale, round the elbows forward, look down. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round forward, look down. Good, keep going. Inhale, open up. And exhale, round forward. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Keep going. And it's good to note here that the most movement, or most of the movement that's happening here, is happening in the upper back. So from the mid back all the way up. And the lower back stays pretty still, creating some mobility in the upper spine, around the chest, shoulders. The neck is a part of the spine. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, rounding. Now, as we're used to the movement here, I'll give you the option to pick up the pace. And if you pick up the pace, you have to do so with the movement and with the breath. So it'd be inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. If this is too fast for you, you can just slow it back down. 3, 2, and 1. Release the hands down, sit up tall. Take a deep breath in and out. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath in at the top of the inhale. Exhaling as you need to. Aware of the spine. From the tip of the tailbone to the center of the brain. And we'll do just a little bit more work to really get into our spine here, using these more Kundalini style techniques. So bringing your awareness back, allow your arms to rest down by your side. With your inhale, lift the arms overhead. With your exhale, take your right arm forward, take your left arm back, twist. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, take the right arm back, the left arm forward, twist. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale, just moving from side to side. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good, keeping the spine tall the entire time. Now, just like the first exercise we did, oh, can't speak tonight, you can keep it slow if you'd like to. But if you really want to go for it, you can pick up the pace. But if you pick up the pace, you do so with the body and with the breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now, no matter how slowly or quickly you're going, feel some of this twist happening around your navel. So as you exhale and twist, feel your navel pull into the body and twist with you. Keep going. Even if the arms start to feel heavy, three, two, and one. And release. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Interlace the fingers and hold the breath in. You need to exhale, release the arms. And again, be aware of your spine. Bringing your awareness back, please. All right, starting to build some energy already, and we're gonna do something that might feel counterintuitive. We're gonna come down onto our backs to do a few exercises, but we gotta get into those first two chakras. We did the third, fourth, and the fifth already. So setting your stuff off to the side, go ahead and come to lie down and hug your knees into your chest when you get there. Good. All right, so from here, go ahead and take your feet flat to the floor, heels underneath your knees, about hip distance apart. Your arms can stay down by your side for this. We're just gonna do some bridge rolls and then add onto it in a moment. So inhale, pick up the hips, reach your pelvis toward the ceiling, and exhale, release down. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, release down. Let's do 3 more. Good. So the next time you come into bridge pose, we're going to hold the breath in. Holding the breath in. And when you need to exhale, release the hips. Good. All right. So please extend your right leg toward the ceiling and pull the toes back. And actually, before we do this next exercise, hold on to the right leg. Hold behind it. Just give it a nice stretch. Pull the toes back. I realize you haven't done much for the hamstrings yet, which will be helpful for this next exercise. Take a deep breath in. With your exhale, curl your chin in towards your throat. Bring your forehead up toward the knee and stay up. Now, it's tempting here to yank on the leg. Actually, keep it light. You can hold there, but just keep it light. And maybe even walk your hand up the leg toward the ankle. Deep breath in. Exhale, release the head and shoulders down, and then take the right foot to the floor. Let's do the other side for that technique. Extend the left leg, holding behind it. Let's just stay here for a few breaths, pulling the toes back, reaching through the heel. Good. Keep holding onto the leg. Deep breath in. Exhale, chin to throat. Forehead lifts. Engaging the core here. And again, get light with the hands. And maybe even move them up the leg toward the ankle. Breathe. Deep breath in. And then exhale, release the head and shoulders. And then take the left foot flat to the floor. Okay, now we can do what I was planning. So keep your left foot flat on the floor and extend the right leg toward the ceiling, reaching through the heel, arms down by your side. Inhale, press the left foot into the floor, lift the hips into the air, reaching that right heel as high as you can. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, lift the hips up, and exhale, bring it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good, inhale. And exhale. We're gonna do a quicker movement here. So inhale, come up, and then just release the engagement and pulse kick the heel toward the ceiling. So the hips come down just slightly, and we're just, again, pulsing the hips up. Pulse, 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 breathe. Pulse, 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 pulse. 3, 2, stay up, 1, stay up, and then extend the right heel toward the ground. Inhale, bring it back up, keep the hips raised. Exhale, extend the right leg forward and down. Inhale, bring it back up. 2 more times, exhale, forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward, stay forward. Press the hips up just a little bit higher. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift the leg, then release the hips. Right foot to the floor. Good job. Getting into the glutes tonight. If you need to, you can windshield wiper the legs from side to side for a moment. Deep breath in and out. And then you know we have to do the other side, right? So when you're ready, go ahead and bring the right foot flat to the floor. Extend the left leg toward the ceiling. Pull the toes back. Get excited. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, release them down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. You ready? Come on up. And pulse, 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 pulse. Keep going. Breathe. Pulse, 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 pulse. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Stay up. Stay up. Extend the left leg forward. Inhale, lift it back up. Exhale, take the leg forward. Inhale, back up 2 more times. Exhale. Inhale. Then exhale, take the left leg forward. Press the hips up a little bit higher. 3, 2, 1. Lift the leg up, then release the hips. Foot to the floor. Good. Feel sensation for a moment. And the glutes, the legs, the core, your lower back, the muscles of the pelvis, what your mind thinks about all that. All right. Go ahead and bring the knees into the chest. Hold behind your knees, and then rock back to your shoulders, rock up to a seat. Rock back to your shoulders, rock up to a seat. Back and up. Back and up. Massaging the muscles around the spine into the floor. And this is also a little bit of core engagement. See how smoothly you can transition up to a seat without any yanking. Back and up, back and up. We're gonna go for a little bit longer. This technique, this rocking and rolling, it helps to circulate lymphatic fluid throughout your body, boosting your immune system. It helps with circulation in general, honestly. And if you let it, it's fun, but you have to let it. Let's do a few more. Back and up, back and up. Good, rock up to a seat, cross the legs, sit tall. Take a deep breath in, hold the breath in. Exhale. All right, taking a deeper, fuller breath. And let's come on to hands and knees. Get into all those chakras tonight. And I realize I'm using the term chakra kind of flippantly. It's okay if you don't know a lot about them. Just know that we're activating all of the energy centers. All right, so hands under your shoulders, knees beneath your hips. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, back up to hands and knees. Curl the toes under. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Let's walk it out a bit. Pressing your heel to the floor, bending the opposite knee. Good. From here, come into plank pose, straight line push-up. And exhale, go ahead and plank yourself down to the floor. Then roll the shoulders back, lift the head, chest, and the legs coming into locust pose. Then exhale, release down, curl the toes under and lift the knees, plank yourself up and back to downward facing dog. Let's do that again. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, down to the earth. Belly grounding, lift the head, chest, and legs. Exhale, release, curl the toes under, push up, and back. Let's do one more time for now. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down. Locust lift. Exhale, release, curl the toes under, push up, and back. Downward facing dog. Staying for a few breaths. All right. So from downward facing dog, please lift your right leg high into the air behind you. With your exhale, swing or carry step the right foot between the hands. Release the back knee to the floor. Keep your left hand on the floor and then go ahead and inhale, reach the right arm forward and up. Then exhale, sweep the arm back and down. Now for now, we're just gonna do that a couple more times. Inhale, reach the arm forward and up. Exhale, reach it back and down. Inhale, reach the arm forward and up. Exhale, back and down. Plant the right hand, step back to downward facing dog. Left leg lifts and step it through. Back knee to the ground. Keep the right hand planted. Inhale, right arm reaches forward and up. Exhale, back and down. Inhale, swim forward and up, back and down. One more time. Planting the hand, step back to downward facing dog. Right leg lifts and steps. Knee to the ground. Right arm reaches forward, up, back, and down, downward facing dog. Good, left leg and step. Knee to the ground, left hand forward, up, back, and down, downward facing dog. Adding on to this a little bit, right leg lifts, exhale, step. Now the adding on here is you can keep the back knee lifting if you want to. If you'd rather have it on the ground, that's completely fine too. But if you want to, knee lifting, it'll be your right arm forward, up, back, and down, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, and step. Back knee stays lifted or not. Inhale, reach the left arm forward, up, back, and down, stepping back. We'll do one more time on each side. Right leg, and step. Good, right arm forward, up, back, and down, downward dog. Left leg, and step. Good, left arm forward, up, back, and down. This time, step the back foot forward, Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Take a deep breath in here, and sink a little bit deeper as you exhale. Aware of the inhale, sinking deeper with that exhale. Releasing the neck, the head, the shoulders. Good. Pressing palms to shins, come halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the side, come all the way up. And palms to your heart. Good. Healing sensation that we've created so far in the body. How your mind feels about all that. Okay. We are going to do some arm swings next. And we'll do the version where we drop the body. And so I think most of you, if not all of you, know this, but I'll go through it anyway, because there's a recording and somebody might be watching this who doesn't know it. So you'll start with the feet about hip distance apart. And it's a 3-part inhale through the nose with one powerful exhale out of the mouth with the movement. So it'll look like this. Inhale, arms up. Inhale, arms back. Inhale, arms up. Then exhale, bend the knees, drop the body, sweep the arms back to inhale, come up for the next round. And we'll do that for about 2 minutes. If you need to make it not so intense, instead of dropping the body, you could just jab the elbows back, okay? So if that's what you need to do, go ahead and do so. All right, so standing tall, finding your breath. And then let's go ahead and begin. Inhale up, inhale back, inhale up, exhale, drop. Inhale, 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 exhale. Powerful exhale out of the mouth. Clear the respiratory system. And feel the full rotation of your shoulders as well. Up, and back. Good. Finding a pace you can maintain. We're approaching the halfway mark. Swinging it out. A powerful exhale as you drop the body. Building up that energy with your inhalation. That 3-part inhale through the nose. 20 more seconds. Three, two, and one. Coming back to standing. Feeling sensation, your breath rate, your heart rate. With your inhale, sweep the arms overhead and hold the breath in. And exhale through your mouth, release the arms. Again, inhale. Hold. And release. One more time. And just feel sensation, your breath rate, your heart rate, your feet rooted to the earth. And allow your eyes to trail open. And bring your palms to your heart. And feel the connection your feet make with the ground here. And shift the weight down into your left leg. Keep the eyes focused to a single non-moving point as you lift the right knee up toward your chest. Good, placing the right foot back down, come back to center, then shift into the right leg. Go ahead and lift the left knee this time. Eyes are focused. And place the foot back down, come back to center. All right. I'm going to take a drink of water. You're welcome to as well. So there is a method to this madness that we're doing tonight, this chakra practice. There's an apex pose we're going to do probably about 20 minutes once we move through some other exercises. But there's two components to it. There's the legs and then there's the arms. And we're warmed up enough with the arms right now to be able to practice the arm positioning. So the pose that we're going to do later is cow face pose or Gomukhasana. And the arms for that, there's a couple ways to do it. And I'll give you some options here. So I have to turn around for this, but you lift one arm into the air and drop the hand behind your head. Your bottom arm, or the arm that's not in the air, is going to come behind you and then traction up, and you'll try to connect hands, okay? Some of you might have the access in your shoulders to do that already. If you don't, you can grab a yoga strap or a sock or a dog leash, something sturdy enough to be able to make the distance between the hands a little bit more manageable. So I have a yoga strap. And so if you have a strap, or it could be a sock, you just take it into the air, holding in the hand that's up, and then drop the hand behind the head. And then the bottom arm cuts in and up, and you just make the connection here, okay? So go ahead and do that with one side. Doesn't matter which one arm up, one arm behind. And if you can't connect, again, you'll grab a sock or a strap or a dog leash or something to make that connection. Now, once you have that connection, sometimes the shoulders and the arm just push the head forward, stand up tall. And then think about the arms as like butterfly wings, and you want them to move backwards away from the head. Now we're getting into the shoulders. Breathe here. The elbows moving back. Good. Last breath for this side. And then go ahead and gently release. You can do Shiva arms if you want to work that out. And then we'll do the other side. So if you're using a prop, you'll just take it into the other hand. That arm goes into the air, and you'll drop the hand behind your head. The opposite arm cuts inward and up, and you make a connection, either with the prop, or you might be able to hold hands. Good. Now, once you've made that connection, however you're making that connection, again, think about the arms as butterfly wings. Work the elbows backwards and lift the chest. Good, let's breathe here. It's not a way that most of us move our arms, so it's okay if this isn't the most accessible posture for you. And it's also normal that one side is a lot harder, depending on like what arm or what dominant hand you have. Usually that side's a little bit more developed muscularly, and so it's usually a little bit harder. Good, keep lifting the elbows away from the body. Keep the heart lifting. Deep breath in. And then carefully release that connection. Again, you can do Shiva arms. You can roll them around a bit. Good. So if you were using a prop, keep that close by because, again, we're going to use that for a different posture in a little bit. But for now, we're going to move through a sun salutation and revisit the twisting lunges that we did earlier, along with locust pose. Sound good? Cool. So standing tall at the top of your mat, relax your shoulders down the back, and bring your palms to your heart. And take a deep breath in first before we move. Hold the breath in at the top of the inhale, and we'll hold for as long as we can. And I've asked you to do that a couple of times tonight already. And it doesn't mean to go to the point where you're straining for breath, but to the point where it becomes that doorway to uncomfortable. So it's not a competition. And exhaling when you need to. And that just helps to still the mind. Good. So let's begin to move. With your next inhale, sweep the arms down, back and up. Exhale, bend the knees, chair prep. Inhale, chair pose. Staying for the exhale. Inhale, straighten the legs, reaching up. And exhale, swan dive, fold forward and down. Press palms to shins with your inhale. Exhale, release. Take the right foot way back. The knee can stay lifted or it can come to the ground. Right hand on the floor. Inhale, reach the left arm forward, up, back, and down. Step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, down to the earth. Pelvis grounding, locust lift. Exhale, floating down, curl the toes under and plank yourself up and back to downward dog. Right leg lifts, and exhale, step it through. Again, knee lifting or not. Inhale, right arm reaches forward, up, back, and down, step forward. Palms to shins. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the side, flat back coming all the way up. And palms to the heart. Good, let's do that again. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, chair prep, chair pose. Lift and fold. Halfway up, inhale. Good, sinking down, step the left foot back this time. Right arm reaches forward, up, back, and down, downward facing dog. Plank pose. Exhale to the earth. Locust rise. Downward facing dog, pushing up and back. Left leg lifts. Exhale, step. Good. Left arm reaches forward, up, back, and down. Step forward. Palms to shins. Exhale, fold. Take the arms out to the side, come all the way up. And let's just bend the knees, chair prep. Chair pose, we're gonna keep it moving. Lift on inhale, fold on exhale. Palms to shins. Right foot steps. Good, left arm reaches forward, up, back, and down. Downward facing dog. Plank pose to the earth. Good, lifting up locust, inhale. Exhale all the way back to downward facing dog. Right leg lifts and steps. Right arm reaches forward, up, back, and down. Step forward. Palms to shins. Exhale, release. Sweep the arms out to the side, come all the way up. Chair prep, bend the knees, sweep back. Chair pose. Lift and fold. Halfway up. And down, left foot steps. Good, coming into the twist, right arm moving. Hand to the floor, stepping back, downward dog. Plank pose. To the earth. Locust. And down. Downward facing dog, pushing up and back. Left leg. And step. Left arm reaches forward, up, back, and down. Step forward. Palms to shins. Exhale, release. And sweep the arms out to the side, coming all the way up. Chair prep, you guessed it, keep it going. Chair pose. Lift. Exhale, fold. Palms to shins. Right foot steps this time. Left arm moving, forward, up, back, and down. Downward facing dog. Plank to the earth. Locust. Downward facing dog. Right leg. And step. Right arm forward, up, back, and down. Step forward. Palms to shins. And fold. Arms out to the side, come all the way up. One more time, bend the knees, sweep it back, chair prep, chair pose. Lift and fold. Halfway. Left foot. Right arm's moving, inhale, up, back, down, downward facing dog. Plank to the earth. Locust. Downward facing dog, floating up and back. Left leg lifts and steps. Sweep the left arm forward, up, back, down, step forward. Palms to shins. Exhale, release. Arms out to the side, coming all the way up. And palms to the heart. Feeling sensation, the movement, the energy, prana, the body, the heart beating, the lungs pulsing with breath. Take a deep breath in again and hold the breath in. Exhaling. Okay. Deep breath in and out. All right, we're working hard tonight. Thank you for Sticking through. So we're going to do a balancing posture next. It'll prepare us for Gomukhasana, or cow face pose. This might actually be harder than cow face pose for some of us. Depends on how fun balancing is for you. So let's come back to what we were doing earlier. So feet stacking underneath your hips. Feel the feet rooted into the floor. And then you're going to shift the weight of the body into your left leg. Now pick a point on the wall and just keep focusing on that one and keep breathing with it as you lift the right knee up. Good. And then you're going to take the right leg and wrap it around the left. Now, if you need to, you can have the right toes on the floor here. But if you want to work on the balancing, you'll have the foot off the ground. And then you'll bend the left knee, the standing leg, and sink into kind of like a half eagle pose. And breathe. Good. Straighten the left leg and carefully uncross. Good. Take a moment in center before we do the other side. And then we will do the other side. So your right leg grounding this time, eyes focused to a single point. Go ahead and shift into the right leg and lift the left knee. Once you're stable here, go ahead and take the left leg across. Again, the left toes can be on the floor, kind of like a kickstand back there if you want to, or you can have it off the ground. Good. And then when you're ready, bend the right knee, sink down into this half eagle. Breathe. And then inhale, straighten the right leg and uncross. Good. Feet about hip distance apart. Go ahead and slide the hands on the backs of the legs, coming into Uttanasana, standing forward fold. And if you'd like to, you can wrap your forearms around your calves and just give a slight tug, pulling your heart toward your thighs. Good. And then take the hands to the floor and step back to downward facing dog. And then float down onto hands and knees, child's pose. All right, when you're ready, please roll yourself up to a seat and bring your legs out in front of you. So we're almost to what I've been teasing you with all night, which is cow face pose. And you might want to sit on a blanket, a folded blanket for this next one. And the way that I'm going to sit on it, I'm not sure how well you can see it, but normally we sit usually like on a straight edge of a cushion or a blanket. I'm actually going to wedge it. So a diamond point is pointing forward, and I'll sit with my hips on top of the blanket, but with a diamond point here. You'll see why, because you have to make some room for the legs in just a moment. So if you're using a blanket, sit on it that way. Good. We'll start with the feet flat on the floor, just to set up. Your right leg is going to cross underneath you. Okay? And then your left, they say right or left. You can't respond. My left leg is underneath me. My right leg is crossing on top. The foot is grounding flat to the floor. We're prepping for a twist here. Okay? So sitting up tall, go ahead and take your right hand behind you. The right knee on top, it's the right hand behind you. Lift the left arm up, inhale. Exhale, go ahead and take the left arm across, hook the knee and twist, looking over your right shoulder. Sitting up tall, inhale. Exhale, twist deeper. Good. With your next inhale, carefully unwind. And then we'll go ahead and switch the cross of the legs, okay? So uncrossing, this time I'll take my right leg underneath and then cross my left leg over that, grounding the foot flat to the ground. My left knee on top is the left hand behind the back. Inhale, reach the right arm up, feel length in the body. Exhale, take the arm across, hook the knee and twist, looking over your back shoulder. Lengthen the spine on inhale. Twist a bit deeper on exhale. Good. Inhale, go ahead and unwind and uncross. Okay, now we're ready for cow face pose. Gomukhasana. Apparently it looks like the face of a cow, like a cow's mouth opening and closing. I don't know. I don't personally buy that, but we'll run with it. So to get us set up here, I'm going to take my left leg underneath, but I'm going to take it a little bit further than I did for that twist. So just as far as I can underneath. And then the right leg is going to sweep all the way over, and instead of grounding the foot to the floor, I'm going to try to stack one knee on top of the other. Sometimes you have to pick up the hips to help that happen. So go ahead and do this if you're not joining already. Left leg on bottom, right leg on top. If you know you need a strap or a prop for the arms, make sure that that's nearby, because once you're in this position with your legs, it's a little bit hard to move from it. Good. All right. This is why we've done so much work to get here, because it can be a little bit tricky here. So the leg that is on bottom is the arm that is on top. And we're all twisty now, but it's a left leg that's on bottom. So it's the left arm that goes up. If you know that you need a prop, put that in that hand. Good. Your right, so go ahead and drop the left hand behind your head. Your right arm goes behind your back, and then try to make a connection. Maybe it's the prop, maybe it's the hands. And there are a couple of stages to this posture. And to start, we'll just keep the spine tall and think about moving your elbows back behind you. And breathe. This posture is taking all of the spine to really be activated. So it's working with all the chakras, the root, tip of the tailbone, core is engaged, the third navel center, the third chakra. The heart has to stay lifting. The chin drops toward the throat just slightly, with some activation around the throat, but the head doesn't drop. That brain center, the third eye. And then there's this energy ascending through the crown of the head. And keep that sense of ascension. The next stage of this posture is to fold over the legs. You might be able to take the bridge of the nose to the knee. If not, that's okay. But it's a kind of a directional movement here. Please breathe here. Begin to deepen your breath. We'll come out in stages. So staying in cow face arms, go ahead and lift back up to a tall spine. Then release the arms. Hold on to your feet with your hands. Sit tall here for a moment. Just notice sensation. And then take a deeper, fuller breath. Bringing your awareness back, carefully uncross the legs. Just take a moment here. You can roll out the legs if you'd like to. We do have to do the other side. We get to experience all of that again. But it'll be different. Even though it's the same body, it'll be different because there's asymmetries in the body. You hold tension in different ways. One shoulder will be more open than the other. One hip will be more open than the other. Good. Any other adjustments you need to make, listen to your body. Good. So setting up for the second side will be your right leg that crosses under this time. Again, as far as you can to the left. And then the left leg crosses on top. And again, you can kind of lift the seat to make that adjustment, to just do your best to get to one knee stacking on top of the other. Good. The soles of the feet are pointing backwards. Good. Getting this, it's worth fidgeting a minute to get it right. All right. So now that we have the base ready, we can do the arms. So again, the leg that's on bottom is the arm that's on top. So you'll reach the right arm up this time. If you need a strap, have that in the right hand, and then drop that arm behind the head. Your left arm reaches behind your back, and then see if you can make a connection here. Okay? All right. Now again, we'll start by sitting tall. So work with the arms, those butterfly wings working backwards, the heart lifting, and we'll breathe. Again, the activation of all the major energy centers, the chakras, the root, grounding, stable, the base of the tailbone, the core is engaged, the heart is lifting, the chin drops toward the throat slightly. The head isn't dropping, that third eye is still just a sense of ascension, lifting to the crown. And keep that enlivenment of the chakras as you begin to bow over the legs. And again, the directional movement is bridge of the nose to the knee. And breathe here. In my experience, including this one, this posture has a devotional quality to it, a sense of surrender. If that's the case for you, be with it. If it's not, that's okay. Be with whatever experience you're having. Please begin to deepen your breath. And again, we'll come out in stages. So first, just sit tall. And carefully release the hands, keep the legs crossed. Hold on to the soles of the feet with both hands. And then take a deep breath. And then carefully uncross. Whew. Feel sensation for a moment. You can just rest for a moment. Energy in the spine, legs, whatever you're feeling, be with it all. And that posture really is asking a lot of the entire body, the entire system. Okay. So let's do the last couple of postures we have tonight on our backs. So go ahead and lie down. Take your time getting there. And hug your knees into your chest when you do get there. And we'll just come into one final bridge pose. So bringing the feet flat to the floor. When you're ready, lift the hips toward the sky. And if you can, interlace your fingers underneath your body and then walk up onto the sides of the shoulders so you can lift the heart a little bit more. In bridge pose, take a deep breath in and hold for as long as you can. And again, as you're holding the breath, there's that ego check moment. Are you holding it because you are trying to prove something? Or are you holding it just at the point where it's actually supporting you? You get to decide what that line is. And then when you're ready, you can release down, breathing normally at that point. And just hug your knees into your chest. And hug the knees in close so you can even curl up, grab a tighter grip on them, and release back down. Think about curling your tailbone, your hips back down to the floor. And deep breath in. And exhale, release. Okay, so now is there time for rest, for deep rest. Extend the legs down to the floor. And come into a supportive shavasana, whatever that looks like for you, a blanket underneath the head, an eye pillow over the eyes. Allow the toes to fall outward, your arms by your side. And bring your awareness to your entire body. Every muscle, bone, every part. And be aware of energy just beneath the soles of your feet. As you inhale, Draw that energy up through the feet, the legs, through the entire body to the crown of the head. As you exhale, move that energy back down and out through the soles of the feet. Inhale, drawing the energy through the feet, up through the legs, all the way to the crown. And exhale down the body and out the feet. And just continue to observe this movement of energy, moving up through the feet, legs, the crown of the head on the inhale, and back down and out on exhale. Peace, peace, peace. Taking a deeper, fuller breath. Invite movement to your hands and feet, your arms and legs. And gently roll to your right side. And transitioning to a seat as you feel complete here. Sitting tall once again, become aware of your spine. From the tip of the tailbone, all of the vertebrae, to that point at the center of the brain, your entire spine. And feel it alive with energy. However best you can imagine that. Maybe it's a feeling, maybe you can visualize light or potential or electricity. If it's helpful, the spine houses the central nervous system. So technically it actually is alive with energy, sending impulses through your body, communicating with the brain, the organs. But all of the chakras as well, more balanced, easy flow of energy through them. A sense of balance, a sense of maybe some calm or peace, maybe even joy. And then become aware of two more regions. So there's still the spine itself. Become aware of the space just off the base of the tailbone. So the floor and the space just beneath the floor. And then also become aware of the space just above the tip of the tailbone, or the tip of the spine and center of the brain. So the crown of the head and the space just off of the crown of the head. Just feel your energy expanding downward and toward the core of the earth and upward toward the universe. You as a conduit between the two. Vibrant, alive, steady. And take a deeper, fuller breath. Bring your palms to your heart. Lowering the chin, just honor that connection to earth, that connection to sky, other, whatever you want to call it, God. The enlivenment of the energy within your system as a connection of the two. And may all of your work here tonight and this practice keep you connected to all of that. So until next time, namaste.